I think people from the north are beginning to get the message clearer now. Kano Central Mosque deserted for weekly Friday Jumat prayers for the first time since 1513. Kano Central Mosque appeared like a ghost town today as Muslims across the metropolis shunned today's weekly Friday Jumat prayers after the recent revelation that the coronavirus pandemic is not prevalent in the state. Yesterday, Kano has become third most impacted state in Nigeria within a space of under a week. Later on in the day, Kano state government announced one death case and 11 additional positive cases, putting the total figure of people infected with the virus at 21. Although the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) published conflicting figures of 16 confirmed cases and no death. As a result of the spread, Governor Abdullahi Ganduje announced a 7-day lockdown in the state with effect from yesterday, warning that violators would be arrested. It appears that the combination of the lockdown and the fear of contracting the virus has forced residents to shun the weekly prayers, which have been a feature of the city ever since it became part of the Songhai Empire in 1513. By far the most populated city in northern Nigeria, Kano has more Muslims than any other metropolis in the country, and its famous mosque right next to the Emir's palace is a center of its cultural life. Every Friday, the mosque is behaved of activities where people not only worship but also engage in some commercial activities. Today, however, it was totally deserted. Announcing the lockdown earlier in the week, Saliu Yakasai, Governor Ganduje's spokesman, said that security agencies in the state had been ordered to ensure full enforcement and no movement would be tolerated. Kano State confirmed its index case on April 11th after a former diplomat was said to have traveled to Lagos, Abuja, and Kaduna and returned to the state on March 25th. Apparently, the virus spread across Kano State when the index case had several engagements with family, friends, and close associates, and also attended a wedding, Fatiha, and Juma's prayer. Wow. You know, when you have not seen a strong thing, you just like, oh, forget it. And apart from even in that area, because the northern governors, they've come together to say no, they are not going to embark on lockdown, that there's nothing anybody's going to say, that they should just forget about this lockdown of a thing. But surprisingly, that when this they had the first case in Kano, you know, the story changed. And unfortunately, the way at which the number increased, it was so alarming, and nobody needed to be told anything again. Even some people in some parts of the country are still like, oh, it is a scam, it is this, it is, and it's that. We hope they will never be, you know, be caught up with all this doubting, all those doubting things. Oh, everything is fake, everything is fake. Those who are affected, oh Lord, they will be able to have a better story to say. They will be in better position to be able to say these things. It's not an easy thing. There was an incident that happened, the same thing that happened in Akwa Ibom State. A medical doctor, and they are trying to still cover that up, but they can't just hide it. It's not something that you're going to be hiding, because it's going to affect a whole lot of people. Of course, we know that our leaders are not to be trusted in most of the figures we are hearing now and then, conflicting numbers, but that does not mean that this thing is not in existence, is not happening. People are not contracting it. People need just to be careful. Initially, the churches were like, oh, they should not embark on this lockdown. Oh, it is not going to be it's not going to be favorable to them. And more so, church is the healing place. It's just like hospital. We know, of course. And one thing is that you can pray from anywhere, but it's not like it's going to be a total lockdown. And I think that is the more reason why everybody needs to pray that, you know, by default, by the grace of God, that this whole thing should just clear on ground, so that people will go back to their normal life. People will continue to go to the worship centers and do whatever they want to do. maybe now by the time everything is over, we'll be able to appreciate our going out and coming in. That, people will just like, oh, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Is it not just to dress up in the morning, wake up in the morning, dress up and just move to anywhere I want to move? But now it is not so. It is not so. So people will be able to appreciate better. So all of these people who are religious leaders, they should even pray. This is the assignment they have. They need to pray so that this whole thing will be out of the place. Like the way it happened in Kano now. If somebody had told them that they will not be holding service today, you wouldn't have believed it. They wouldn't have believed it. You can imagine, since 1513, it has never happened. So when you see strong thing, nobody tells you otherwise. You'll be able to learn yourself sense. All of them are like, oh, nothing's going to happen. A lot of all these clerics that have been coming out, all these Islamic clerics, oh, we can't do that. Nobody can tell us to do this. Oh, the virus is for some set of people. It is not for them. This thing does not know who you are. That's the irony of the whole thing, and it's not written on anyone's forehead. Anybody that has it, you will not know. That is the bad side of it. So let them comply. Let everybody comply, and let all those clerics and pastors, imams, people should go and pray that this whole thing should just be out of the way. Nobody likes it. Nobody is comfortable. Nobody is happy with this whole thing. It's inconveniencing. It's just really inconveniencing. So everybody must be prayerful and do the needful. As we are praying, we should all observe the necessary things that we need to do, so that we'll come back to everything will come back to life. We are not even talking about the economy. We are not talking about the economy. I hope things normalize on time. Someone said, Una eyes don't clear, Abi. Doubting Thomases. Why una no protest for not observing Juma's prayer on Friday? Illiteracy is a disease. Someone said, see you. Our religion does not teach such thing. Okay. It concerns you whether we pray or not. It's not your problem. It is not you. Don't take religion serious, or religion you are practicing is fake. This is not a time to try to throw shade at each other. When the cocoa happened, everybody respect now. I think the last about 2 weeks ago or so, when they arrested one cleric too, the next thing they just went down to the police station to burn down the whole thing. But what is happening now? When you have not seen strong thing, that is when you'll be like, oh, there's nothing that can happen that you'll be able to scale through. It does not follow in all cases. Someone says, please watch your tongue before you talk, because religion and illiteracy has nothing to do with what you are saying. I be think say they're stubborn. You are they started abusing themselves. This also, you are the most illiterate people in this country. You don't respect your religion, tribe people, and yourself. We accept the reality. So the una sabi obey law. It's like their eyes have opened now. See Sadi wey be Baba for Islam close mosque, since una dey hear say Jumat una hold prayer make coronavirus come meet una for there. Excellent. This is from all over the world. So themselves they must agree to that. I thought they are untouchable and coronavirus nobody touch them. Una for go after prayer, you will see do the worst. So guys, people are like surprised that also this prayer session in Kano can really be suspended, and people will not even go near. At the end of the day, if they don't put that strong measures in place, it's gonna be disastrous. It's really, really going to be disastrous, judging from the fact that do we even have the equipment in the first place, and it's not even something that anybody will want to. Even if the countries that have everything, see what they are going through. It is very, very inconveniencing, very, very inconveniencing. It's not something anybody will want to joke with. It is better you just stay indoor than for you to be in a place called isolation and you are feeling pain, the fear and all of that. It's not something that anybody will want to experience. The best thing is for you to sit down at home and pray that let things work out and do the necessary things. Social distancing must be observed. Must be observed. You cannot just be praying and say, oh, nothing will happen, and you continue to do what you're not supposed to do. The prayer and the things you need to do as a person, everything will work together. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.